From there, the next step is to approach the situation in a structured and steady way, rather than emotionally reacting to every concern as it arises. If there are questions about money, access, or decisions that affect you, it's reasonable to seek clarity through proper channels, such as reviewing official statements, speaking with a qualified legal or financial advisor, or asking for direct clarification from the people involved. The goal isn't to assume wrongdoing, but to make sure you fully understand your own position and any changes that may have occurred. In emotionally charged situations, it can be tempting to connect separate details into a single narrative, but that often increases confusion rather than resolving it. A more helpful approach is to take each concern one at a time and verify it against reliable information. If communication with family members is part of the issue, keeping the tone calm and specific can reduce misunderstanding and prevent unnecessary escalation. You might focus on clear questions rather than interpretations, such as asking for explanations of actions or timelines instead of assigning meaning to them beforehand. This keeps the conversation grounded in facts rather than assumptions. Over time, this method tends to restore a sense of control, because you are no longer relying on uncertainty or speculation to understand what is happening. Instead, you are building a clearer picture based on confirmed information and direct communication. That clarity is what ultimately replaces anxiety with stability, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react from fear or confusion. It could be a financial benefit, a property decision, a fund with your name on it, or an old agreement involving family money. Your sister wasn't supposed to be involved, but she stepped in anyway, out of fear, out of urgency, or out of desperation. She signed something she wasn't supposed to sign. She whispered something she wasn't supposed to whisper. And the lawyer, watching everything with calculated eyes, realized this secret was too unstable to remain buried. A surveillance notification was triggered, a backup file was created, and your name was flagged because the truth was getting too big to hide. But here's where the twist becomes even heavier. The lawyer isn't your enemy. They are not working against you. In fact, they have been waiting for the right moment to reveal the full truth directly to you, because even they know that you deserve to know what has been unfolding behind your back. They've kept quiet only because the people around you created a wall of interference. Someone tried to block information from reaching you. Someone tried to manipulate the narrative before it hit your ears. And your sister, whether intentionally or accidentally, played a part in shaping the secret that now threatens to collapse under its own weight. The truth is rising. And every second you stay here, you get closer to uncovering the part nobody expected you to find. And now comes the part that will shake you. Something involving your money is about to land in your name again, but not because anyone wants it to, because fate itself is forcing it. There is a correction coming, a reversal, a leak, a slip-up that will expose signatures, messages, and decisions meant to stay hidden forever. The lawyer is preparing something. Your sister is panicking. Someone close to you is terrified that you are finally waking up to the truth. And the universe is pushing every hidden detail toward you, piece by piece, until the full picture stands in front of you with no way to deny it. Stay right here, because what comes next will reveal why this secret was kept and what it means for your future. My beloved child, listen closely now, because the energy around you just shifted again, the kind of shift that happens only when a long-buried secret is moments away from exploding into the open. Your sister's silence is cracking, the lawyer's patience is thinning, and the truth they tried to hide from you is no longer cooperating with them. Something has slipped, some detail, some document, some message, and now the entire structure of their plan is shaking. Stay with me, and don't scroll, because what you're about to hear is the part they prayed you would never discover. This is the moment where the shadows lose power, and you finally begin to understand why you were never meant to see what was being done with your name. If you wish to express your support further, You have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Another wave of revelation is forming behind the scenes right now. Files being forwarded, call logs being reviewed, and conversations your sister thought were long dead, suddenly resurfacing at the worst possible moment for her. There is a lawyer, someone who once promised loyalty to your family, who has secretly kept a copy of everything. And now, that lawyer is preparing to step out of silence. They know that the truth can no longer stay compressed inside sealed envelopes. They know your identity is tied to something bigger than anyone admitted, and they know that if they hesitate now, they may become part of the cover-up themselves. So they are moving, quietly, strategically, protecting themselves while positioning the truth right in your direction. But here's the twist. They didn't expect you to be this close to uncovering it. Your sister is bracing for impact, and the universe is orchestrating every second to bring you face to face with the truth they fought so hard to bury. Stay right here, because the next part will expose why this secret was created in the first place, and who fears your awakening the most. My beloved child, the moment you stepped into this part, a deeper layer of the hidden story unlocked, one that was never meant for your eyes, one that carried the kind of weight that could shake an entire household if spoken aloud. What your sister did wasn't random, and it wasn't a one-time event. It was part of a chain of decisions made behind your back, quietly coordinated with the lawyer who thought you would remain unaware forever. But now the universe is forcing every concealed detail to rise, and you are standing closer to the truth than anyone expected. Don't look away now, because the next few seconds unravel the part that ties your money, your family, and a silent betrayal together in a way that finally makes sense. A memory your sister tried to bury is resurfacing, a conversation she had months ago where your name came up, and not in the way you would hope. There was an opportunity, a financial move, a decision involving significant value, and instead of informing you, she hesitated. She consulted the lawyer. She questioned what would happen if you found out. This wasn't about misunderstanding. It wasn't about confusion. It was about control. Your sister feared what you would do with that information, and the lawyer, already familiar with your family's history, advised her in ways that protected her position more than your rights. At that moment, a secret alliance was formed, and your name became a silent battlefield. Yet destiny always protects the one who moves with a pure heart, and somewhere along the way, something went wrong in their plan. A signature didn't match, a document didn't align, a message got saved in a place they forgot to erase. This tiny mistake is now becoming the thread that unravels their entire cover-up. The lawyer, sensing the danger of being caught in the middle, has started to shift sides without them knowing. They have begun building a file, your file, a file that contains everything: the discussions, the redirections, the edits, the decisions, the moments your sister stepped into your place and tried to claim authority over something that belonged to you alone. The lawyer is preparing evidence not against you, but in your favor. And now, the energy around your story is changing rapidly. Your sister has felt the tension in the air. She has sensed that something is slipping from her hands. Her sudden mood swings, her distant behavior, her hesitation to talk about anything related to money or documents. It's all because she knows the truth is edging closer to you. She knows the lawyer is no longer fully cooperating. She knows she can't hide everything forever. And deep inside, she fears the moment you learn what was done without your knowledge. The universe is tightening the circle around her choices, and no matter how she tries to delay it, the truth is accelerating toward you like a storm she cannot outrun. In the middle of this uncertainty, another layer begins to surface as records and communications are reviewed with greater care. What once felt fragmented starts to be seen in sequence, like scattered pages slowly being placed back into order. Digital systems, with their automatic logs and saved versions, begin to provide a timeline that helps clarify how certain decisions were recorded and when discussions actually took place. Rather than revealing a single dramatic moment, the information shows a gradual accumulation of steps, emails, drafts, and approvals that were never fully aligned in real time. A legal professional involved in the matter starts preparing a clearer explanation, focusing on restoring accuracy and ensuring that every party understands how the situation developed. The tone shifts from suspicion to verification, from assumption to documentation. There is still tension, but it is now directed toward understanding rather than blame. As the review continues, it becomes evident that some of the confusion may have come from incomplete communication rather than intentional action, and that several details simply need to be rechecked and formally corrected. This process is slow, but it carries a sense of structure returning where uncertainty once dominated. For you, it becomes less about interpreting silence and more about waiting for confirmed clarity. The situation does not resolve instantly, but it moves towards something more stable, where explanations replace speculation, and in that space, there is a quiet but important shift. What felt like a closing door begins to resemble a process still unfolding, with the possibility of resolution grounded in transparency and careful review rather than conflict. Ultimately, what emerges is not a confrontation, but a gradual correction of understanding, where clarity replaces assumption, and everyone involved is given the opportunity to realign with verified facts and a shared sense of order. And instead of trusting family, she trusted the shadows. This wasn't just about money. It was about influence, control, and a future she was afraid would slip away if you were given what rightfully belonged to you. The lawyer warned her that hiding the truth would come with consequences, but she nodded anyway. She believed she could maintain the lie. She believed destiny would stay quiet. She believed you would never uncover her steps. But destiny has its own timing, and destiny has chosen now. Behind the scenes, the lawyer has been receiving pressure from higher authorities, from system updates, from automatic alerts that pulled up your name unexpectedly. Something you were connected to, a fund, a deal, an asset, a legal right, triggered a notification that could no longer be suppressed. Suddenly, the lawyer realized that keeping the truth hidden could cost them everything. So, without telling your sister, they began organizing the evidence. They began linking every decision, every signed note, every quiet correction, back to one undeniable fact. You were supposed to be included from the beginning. Your sister is feeling this shift. She's noticing how people around her are changing their tone. She's sensing that something is moving beyond her control. She's hearing whispers she cannot decode and seeing signs she cannot ignore. And deep inside, she knows that the truth is approaching you like a wave she cannot stop. The guilt is catching up, the fear is growing, and the universe is turning the light toward her choices with a force more intense than she ever expected. Now comes the turning point, the moment everything rotates in your direction. The matter involving your money is not just returning to you, it's returning with proof, clarity, and authority. You are stepping into a revelation that will make every hidden conversation suddenly make sense, and the lawyer, after months of silence, is preparing to shift loyalty completely toward the one who deserves the truth, toward you, toward the rightful owner of what was taken, redirected, or concealed. My beloved child, as you step into this part, the curtain that once protected their secret is beginning to fall apart in real time. The silence they built is cracking like glass, and the truth they buried is rising with a force none of them ever prepared for. You are about to see the shape of the hidden matter, what it is, why it was redirected, and why your sister and the lawyer shifted their behavior the moment the system flagged your name. Do not move, because this is the moment the story transforms. This is where the vague shadows turn into clear outlines, and the mystery you've been sensing for months finally reveals its heartbeat. The financial matter they hid isn't small. It isn't something that could be brushed aside or forgotten. It has depth, weight, and long-term impact, something connected to stability, ownership, or a benefit meant to support your future. This could be a share of family assets, a policy with your name, a payment that matured, a property adjustment, or a fund that was supposed to reach you but never did. The lawyer knew exactly what it was. Your sister knew exactly what it meant, and both of them believed that delaying your access would keep everything under their control. But what they didn't realize is that the universe always protects the one who was meant to receive the truth. Somewhere along the line, something triggered a correction, an automated audit, a cross-check, a forgotten reminder, or a file update that instantly recognized your name as incomplete in the records. The system demanded clarification. Someone had to respond. And in that moment, the lawyer panicked. For the first time, the weight of your sister's decisions began pressing directly on them. They realized that staying silent would make them responsible for the concealment. So they quietly began collecting the timeline. Dates, signatures, drafts, messages, and every small clue that proved something was withheld from you. Your sister has sensed this shift more strongly than anyone else. Her instincts are screaming that the truth is circling her actions. She's seen the lawyer's sudden distance. They were built slowly through insecurity, fear, and the pressure of comparison that can quietly grow inside families without anyone noticing. Long before suspicions surfaced, there had been a conversation that changed the emotional dynamic completely. During an ordinary gathering, someone casually mentioned that an opportunity connected to your future could eventually place you in a more stable and independent position. It wasn't presented as competition, but certain words lingered longer than they should have. While everyone else moved on, she carried those comments with her, replaying them privately and attaching deeper meaning to them over time. From that point forward, small interactions began to shift. What once felt supportive started becoming guarded. Advice came wrapped in hesitation, encouragement sounded less sincere, and decisions were influenced by emotions nobody openly discussed. The hardest part was that much of it remained invisible on the surface. To outsiders, everything appeared normal, even close, but underneath there was growing discomfort tied to the fear of losing influence, relevance, or emotional security. None of it justified the secrecy that followed, yet it explained how unresolved emotions can slowly shape behavior without people fully recognizing what they are becoming. As more details surfaced, it became clear that this was never simply about financial gain. It was about identity, control, and the quiet panic that can emerge when someone realizes another person is finally stepping into their own confidence and direction. The truth, when seen clearly, carried sadness as much as disappointment, because it revealed how easily fear can distort relationships that once felt unbreakable. And despite everything that happened, the unfolding revelation created an opportunity for honesty that had been missing for far too long, giving everyone involved one final chance to face reality without hiding behind silence anymore. Top of form, bottom of form. She didn't ask questions, but inside, something shook. She wondered what would happen if this came into your hands. She wondered how it would change your strength, your independence, your position in the family. And slowly, a fear began growing inside her. The fear that you would rise beyond her reach. The fear that you wouldn't need anyone anymore. The fear that your growth would expose her insecurities. Instead of celebrating your blessing, she panicked. Instead of trusting the natural flow of destiny, she tried to intercept it. Her first move was simple. Ask the lawyer a small question. But that small question turned into a quiet meeting. That meeting turned into a discussion. And that discussion turned into a secret arrangement, where information was softened, delayed, or redirected so that you remained the last one to know. She convinced herself she was protecting something. But what she was truly protecting was her fear that you might surpass her in ways she couldn't control. But destiny doesn't bend forever. The moment your name was flagged again, her illusion began to crack. The lawyer sensed danger. The system started revealing gaps, and your sister's fear transformed into a silent panic as reality slipped out of her grip. She tried to tighten control, checking messages, making calls, asking indirect questions, hoping to predict how close the truth was to reaching you. But the universe had already decided that her interference had gone on far too long. Then came the turning point, a moment when she realized you were rising anyway. Your energy was shifting, your intuition was sharpening, your clarity was growing. She saw you becoming more aware, more focused, more difficult to mislead, and that terrified her even more. Her motive wasn't hatred, it wasn't malice, it was fear. Fear of your potential, fear of your destiny, fear of a truth that would put you ahead of her in a way she could no longer overshadow. And now, the universe is balancing the scales. Her actions can no longer stop what's coming to you. The lawyer's silence is breaking. The documents are aligning. The truth is choosing its rightful owner, you. The financial matter she tried to bend will return with undeniable force, carrying the proof of every step she tried to alter. My beloved child, now we step into the part where destiny stops whispering and begins speaking loudly in ways no one around you can ignore. The universe has reached the point where the truth can no longer move quietly. It has to break through, it has to reveal itself, and it has to confront the people who tried to bury it. Your sister, the lawyer, and every hidden detail they protected are now standing at the edge of exposure. This is the moment where the tide turns completely in your favor. Don't move, don't blink. What unfolds now is the shift they prayed would never arrive. The lawyer has reached a breaking point. They can no longer carry the weight of the hidden information. They can no longer pretend that nothing happened. They can no longer risk their career, reputation, or legal standing for a silence they were never meant to hold this long. Behind closed doors, they have already begun preparing the release, gathering documents, compiling timelines, comparing signatures, validating dates, and organizing every piece of evidence that proves your name was mishandled. The lawyer's fear is no longer about your sister. From a practical standpoint, the most effective way to handle concerns like these is to shift from speculation to structured clarity. If there are questions about decisions, access, or financial matters, those can be addressed through direct inquiry and appropriate professional guidance, rather than assumptions about hidden motives or future dramatic outcomes. Speaking with qualified legal or financial professionals, reviewing any available documentation, and requesting straightforward explanations are all grounded ways to reduce uncertainty. In family-related situations, it can also help to approach conversations with calm, specific questions rather than emotionally charged conclusions, because that increases the likelihood of receiving clear and usable answers. When communication is uncertain or incomplete, it's natural for the mind to try to connect dots on its own, but that often leads to interpretations that feel more dramatic than the situation actually is. A more stable approach is to separate what is known, what is unclear, and what still needs confirmation. This creates a mental structure that reduces overwhelm and helps prevent fear-driven thinking from filling in the gaps. Over time, this kind of clarity-building process tends to restore a sense of control, not because everything becomes instantly resolved, but because you are engaging with reality in a direct and grounded way. Situations that initially feel intense or confusing usually become more manageable when they are broken down into verifiable parts, rather than viewed as a single unfolding narrative.